Part 2 begins.
Okay, and the next thing we're gonna do is add our go text. So we come here, click and drag again, just by holding Control and dragging down. I'm just duplicating the object. So I'm going to call this go. Come to our text properties here, and I'm coming to Shift Go to go on cap, and then bam. So we're gonna come here. Okay, and we'll add another spline effect toggle, the same thing, yada yada yada. Spline, and go there, click on this, go to effector, take out go text, put it there, go to follow up, go to infinite, go to linear, and we're gonna go back some and go back to this. And maybe I'm going to go this way. I'm going to rotate this somewhat, and okay. And, okay, we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's 3 stops at 40. We give 45, and with 50 we key this, and we go to 55, and we're going to drag this that way, and we're gonna key this. Okay, so start animation 1. It's not going to be this slow, so I think my system is going to, I don't know, 3. Go. Oh yes, before I forget, there's something now. It doesn't apply itself to the O. Yeah, the reason that is because we are using index. So I'm going to spline and go to effector, and we're going to use segment mode. We're going to change it to full spacing. I think let's go ahead and make that for all the text here. So full spacing and full spacing. We'll go to go previous, and 1. I think this should work. 2, 3, and go. Bam. So we see that. So that's looking cool. I think our go is not looking really cool, I guess. So like I said, I don't really like the way the go is actually looking. So I don't like the animation there. So let's see that. So let's. Okay, I think it's cool, I guess. Let's select our last line here, and let's make more stuff. Maybe I should increase the spacing here. Just key that. And let's play that. I don't know. I don't still like it. I'm going to just rotate. Okay, and key that. Let's see that. Anyways, you guys could just go ahead and play. This is just a tutorial. Anyways, it's not safe. You're going to show. Okay, so you can go ahead and play with your text looking thingy. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, go. Next thing we're gonna do is add a camera, so that we can frame this stuff. Okay, good. We're gonna add a camera to a scene, and oops, let's frame the shot. Yeah. So we start from 1. Let's see where you want. So we're gonna frame this alphabet 1. Let's go to frame. Let's go 10. So so we have our alphabet 1 here, and if we hit render, all we can see is a cube. Yes, and looking ugly, and we have our default light doing all this stuff, and I don't like that. So we're gonna fix that because we want to get this cool looking reflection, looking cool looking cubes, different colors, and you can see this background looking cool and all that. So we're gonna achieve that right now. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to duplicate this cube, so this cube right here. So We're going to come here, just hit control. So we have 3 cubes here, and what I'm actually doing is just it's doing the same thing, because we're not actually duplicating cubes. We just want to have various colors here. So as if it's increasing the amount of cubes that we have in our scene. It's not just going to just increase there. We just have different cubes so that we can use it as an instance. So what I'm going to do is going to go to the material attribute manager here, and just click on this, and I'll just duplicate. This will bring our material editor, and we'll go to color, and I'm going to just choose something orangey, yeah. Maybe something like that. You just press OK, go to reflections, check out reflections, and under texture we're going to use Fresnel, and you can just dial this down, maybe dial it a little bit, yeah. Dial. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just cancel this, add another material. Just come here, go to color. Just you can use any color you want, but I actually like this one I used, yeah. So we can make this yellowish. Okay, press OK. I think that looks very close to what we have here. Let's make it a little bit reddish, yeah. And press OK, and go to reflections, turn to Fresnel, and let's bring it down. Just play with it, just give it some variations. I don't know, just play with it. So we'll cancel this, add another material, and we'll give it another color, something similar. Something about, if you're doing graphic design, you have to know how to use color, because if you're just using any kind of color, it might not match, and you may wonder why your stuff looks very ugly, and you don't know, it's just because you don't understand colors. So sometimes it's good to use variation complementary colors that actually work with your scenes. So I think I'll use this one. Press OK, and go to reflections, Fresnel, yada. Yeah, I don't like the color. I don't like this color. Maybe I'll just increase this. Okay, I think this one's better. So we're gonna cancel this. So what we're going to do, we're going to apply these 3 colors into 3 different cubes here. So we can just want to apply this one, yeah, drag and select this, yeah, drag and select this, yeah. Now if we render this, we have 3 colors, but it's still looking whack and lame, and our cubes are intersecting because we have to simulate again. So come here and we render that. Yes, but we still have some, yeah, looking cool. It's trying to form the alphabet, but we're still looking lame. And the reason that is because we don't have a cool lighting. We can't see our cool reflections, and this thing doesn't even have anything to reflect. Everybody's reflecting nice black, and you can't really reflect black. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a background here, and under the background, we're just going to create a texture for this. So we'll come here, we'll go to color, under texture, we're going to go to gradient, and we'll click on this to open our shader properties, and we're going to, under type, we're going to change it to circular. Now on the circular, we have this black and white like a gradient. If you use Photoshop, you should actually understand what this is. So if we click on the black, and we just make it lighter color, just maybe something close to what we have here, and just make it maybe like something like this. Okay. Let's make it brighter colors. Okay, I think this works. Okay, and that's it. And I'm going to delete this one, and we'll make it a darker color. And choose the color from screen, and just choose this one, just make it darker. Okay, I think that works. Okay, now we have that, and we'll come here, and if we render this. Okay, we've now applied our texture to our background, so yeah, it's getting there, but it's still looking lame, and we don't have a cool lighting. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a sky object. So what it's going to do is actually creating a dome. So well, let's add our camera now, and let's zoom out, so that I can show you what this is actually doing. and we can see this blue thing around here. It's actually creating a dome around it. So what we're going to do to this dome, let's click on this so that we can go to our camera now, is we're going to add an HDR image. Go to content browser and go to preset. We're going to prime, we'll go to material, go to HDRI, and I think I used, what HDRI did I use? I think I used this one. So I'll click on that, and we're going to apply this. Oops, let's go back to our object manager, and we're going to apply this to our sky dome. So bam. Now if we render this, we can see our HDRI, and we can see we have really cool looking reflections already, and it's nice. It's really good. You can actually go with this, and we want to see this background, so we're going to add this tag here. We're going to add cinema tag, and we're going to composition, and we're going to go to scene by camera. I'm going to check that off. So we're going to go to render now, and now we can see this. It's looking good. You can actually go with it. This is actually cool to me, but I'm going to show you how we can take this to the next level. So go to our render settings, and go to effects here. I'm going to choose global illumination. But before you choose global illumination, make sure your computer speed actually. I'm actually working on this with my laptop, so if I'm going to render, it's going to be pretty slow. So I'm going to, when I'm rendering, I'm going to pause and come back. So bear with me. And if we click render, so it's going to start baking stuff. So I'm going to pause and render. I'll come back. So it's done rendering. So now we can see we have a much more realistic lighting, much more realistic rendering. And the funny thing is that we didn't actually have to do anything. We just actually had to just create we didn't have to we didn't have to add any lights. This the global illumination is actually lighting this cube for us and bouncing light from the HDR image that we have in from Cinema4D, and just giving it a very looking good looking realistic looking render. Yeah, and that's a really cool thing about Cinema4D. You can actually still achieve all this without going through your global illumination by adding multiple lights into your scene, but that's much stress. Adding multiple light, adding some reflective objects so that we can get some of this white looking reflections here. But with HDRI you can just do it and just leave it up. But just that it takes a lot of time to render. So and just a quick tip out there, but I just global animation, and this it took a little bit of time for me to render just a 3-second video. Yeah, that's the thing about global illumination, but it gives you really good realistic results. So we can see we have a cool looking render here, and we can just go ahead and let's animate our camera real quick. So if we play this, we have 1 and we have 2 and we have 3, and it goes on. So what we're going to do is we're going to animate our camera now. Since our camera has been selected, you know how our camera has been selected where you see this white stuff is checked on. So we'll come out here, we can see we are out of the camera. We're using the default Cinema4D camera here. So we'll check this on. We're going to go into that camera. So let's zoom it a little bit, and let's add a couple of keyframes here. So we're going to start here from when the stuff comes to 1, and when it's about to go to 2, I guess. Okay, so from this point in time I'm going to add a keyframe here. So when it goes to 2, I guess, we're going to zoom out. Let's use this tool, the other options for navigating in the viewport. You can actually see this in my I have done some pretty quick tips to show you how to navigate in Cinema4D in our website. I'm going to show you that real quick before the end of this tutorial. So you can just come here and just zoom out a bit, and we can key that. So if we see that, let's play this 1, and it zooms out to 2 and to 3. We're going to zoom out there too. So we're coming to zoom out like this, oops, like this, and we can pan like at this. Okay, and we just key that. Make sure you're keying your stuff. So now we're going to this, and we're gonna key. We're gonna zoom out like this, and we're gonna move this this way, and we're gonna key that. So if we'll go back to our first stuff here, Let's say 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So we have animation. There's something not really looking cool about this go, because you can actually go ahead and just play with your fall off, and you can actually get some really cool animations here. So, and that's that. We can go ahead and render this stuff, and you want to render out, just make sure your render settings is actually cool. So under your file, if you want to render out, so you come option here and go to my document, I guess. We just create a new folder and we'll call it numbers again. And we can come to numbers, open your numbers, and we can call this 1, 2, 3 go, and we save this. So and make sure render settings are all checked, everything is all saved. Now if you click on, if you want to render out, you actually have to click on this button here, your render to picture viewer. That will actually start saving your renders. I'm not going to actually render this because I've actually done that already, and you can see this. But the thing about this is that you're probably going to go into Photoshop and actually create your background, because it's not going to render this background out for you, the background in your Cinema4D. This is just for reference purpose. So it's best you go to Cinema4D, Photoshop or After Effects, and just create a background with a ramp or something. I'm not going to show you the idea. I just wanted to show you how to create this cool looking effect here in Cinema4D. So it's not really a big deal. You can just go to After Effects and just create this background and just put that. You can do some really cool color grading. Like this, I didn't do any color grading. I just brought into After Effects, just did some background, and that's all. And so and that's it with this tutorial. So if you hit on your render region, it's going to start rendering to the place, the part you saved. Don't mind, this is not going to show like this. It's going to, because we set our PNG sequence on, so it's going to give an alpha, and we have some transparent background. Anyways, so that's that. Oh yes, before I forget, stay tuned to really cool tutorials I'm going to be bringing out every week on my website. You can go to my website, Ficson.com, and you can come to our tutorial page here, and you can actually watch our show reel, and you can come to our tutorial page. And I just started this tutorial thingy, so come here and watch some really cool tutorial. Now if you're new in Cinema4D and you don't know anything, you can I've given out a free getting started with navigation in view and viewport in Cinema4D interface in Cinema4D, so that you can actually work with me as I bring out some really cool tutorial. I'm really going to start with the basic stuff, then as we progress I'm going to be bringing some really dynamic stuff, some explosion cars, and really cool maybe aliens finding your scenes and all that. I'm going to really be bringing out stuff like that. And you can come to our YouTube page and you can watch our movies and some of the stuff that are coming out. You can watch other stuff, and you can actually click on if I say you want to watch a tutorial, and you can click one of these tutorial and watch comments. And don't forget to donate. Any amount is not too small. Anything is not too small. And before I go, I'm going to show you something. I'm bringing out my DVD essential, where I'm going to be teaching how to become a 3D artist in cinema with Cinema4D basic training. This compiles with 24 videos, where I'm going to really teach you how you can use Cinema4D, so that you can actually follow along with my free online tutorials. And the cool thing about this is that it's coming out free. It's a free DVD tutorial that I'm going to be bringing on our product page on our website, so you can come here and you can actually learn Cinema4D. If you are new into this 3D program, or you want to learn Cinema4D, or you want to learn motion graphics and all that, and you want to even learn visual effects, because I'm starting with motion graphics and next I'm going to jump into visual effects. So if you want to learn that, you can follow along with me. Every week I'm going to bring in some really cool tutorials for you there, and you can really learn some really cool stuff with me. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Bye.